We embark on a magnificent journey to the year 1274. Beyond the Sea of Japan, a vast armada cuts through the waves. Hundreds of ships filled with Mongol, Chinese, and Korean soldiers sail under a single banner. They are united by one purpose: the invasion of Japan. Their first target stands directly before them, the small island of Tsushima. On that island, the local deputy governor, Sukekuni, prepares for the impossible. He gathers everything he has, about 80 samurai, and those under their protection. Everyone knows reinforcements will not come. The odds are crushing, but no one turns back. They choose to fight. At this time, the Mongol Empire is a force unlike anything the world has ever seen. Forged by Genghis Khan and expanded by his successors, it is the largest land empire in history, stretching from Eastern Europe to China. Kingdoms have fallen before it like dominoes. By 1271, Kublai Khan has completed the conquest of much of China and founded the Yuan Dynasty. But conquest is never enough for him. He now turns his gaze eastward, toward a land that has stood apart from the rest of the world for centuries, across the sea, Japan. Japan, meanwhile, lives in relative isolation. Real power lies not with the emperor in Kyoto, but with the military government of the Kamakura shogunate, ruled by samurai. Their world revolves around honor, personal valor, and martial skill. Warfare is ritualized. A warrior's worth is proven face to face, sword against sword. They have never encountered a foreign invasion on this scale. The Mongols are little more than vague rumors, tales of savagery from distant lands. This changes in 1268. A letter arrives from Kublai Khan. It is not a greeting, it is a demand. Submit and become a tributary state, or be destroyed. For the Mongols, this is standard diplomacy. For Japan's samurai, it is an unforgivable insult. They refuse. The envoys are sent back unanswered. Kublai Khan does not forget this challenge. Campaigns in southern China delay him, but only temporarily. Japan, said to be wealthy and now openly defiant, becomes an obsession. By 1274, he is ready. From Korean ports, an invasion force is assembled. A floating city of war, consisting of approximately 900 ships. Contemporary Japanese sources claim they carried 8,000 warriors. Modern historians believe the real number may have been much higher. Whatever the exact figure, the fleet is immense, and its first target is Tsushima, the gateway to Japan. Tsushima is a quiet mountainous island ruled by the So clan. Elderly but experienced, Sukekuni understands the weight of his duty better than most. In time, lookouts witness an unimaginable sight. The horizon seems to be swallowed by a forest of masts. The Mongols have arrived. Panic spreads, but it is quickly suppressed by a sense of obligation. Sukekuni knows resistance is futile. 80 mounted samurai against thousands of invaders. Surrender would save lives. But surrender is not an option. For a samurai, the choice is never between victory and defeat, but between honor and shame. They will fight. As the invaders begin landing under cover of darkness, Sukekuni makes one final attempt at diplomacy. His envoy is driven back by a rain of arrows. There will be no negotiation. According to legend, a fire breaks out at a local shrine dedicated to the war god Hachiman. As the flames rise, white doves gather. Sukekuni takes this as an omen. He assembles his 80 horsemen. They do not plan to defend the island. They plan to die for it. At Komoda Beach, they wait for dawn. The battle begins before sunrise. As Mongol forces pour onto the shore, the samurai attack as they always have. They fire arrows with deadly precision, then draw their long tachi swords and charge. declaring their noble lineages and honor. But the Mongols do not fight this way. They advance in tight formations, shields locked together, directed by thunderous war drums. Their shorter composite bows unleash massive coordinated volleys of arrows that darken the sky. There are no duels. Each samurai who charges forward is simply surrounded and cut down. Then something entirely new appears, something terrifying. The Mongols hurl early gunpowder weapons known as thunder crash bombs. They explode with blinding flashes and deafening blasts, scattering smoke and shrapnel. Horses panic, formations collapse. The battlefield descends into chaos. Still, the samurai continue to fight. In close combat, their swordsmanship is devastating. Japanese swords are masterpieces, lethal in skilled hands. Chronicles claim that a single warrior cut down dozens of enemies, almost certainly an exaggeration, but one that conveys the savagery of the fighting. Sukekuni leads charge after charge, refusing to retreat. His men fight not to survive, but for meaning. They have already accepted death. But courage cannot stop an avalanche. For every invader who falls, many more take his place. The samurai are crushed, pushed back, surrounded. Exhausted and bloodied, they refuse to withdraw. In the final moments, Sukekuni gathers the survivors and launches one last charge straight into the heart of the enemy. There, amid smoke, steel, and chaos, he falls. By sunset, it is over. The shore is littered with corpses. Nearly all the samurai and their retainers are dead. Tsushima is lost. The Mongols burn villages, massacre civilians, and then move on to Iki Island, where another small garrison meets a similar fate. Militarily, Tsushima is a defeat, but it is not meaningless. A handful of survivors reach the mainland carrying a desperate warning: the Mongols have come. Thanks to Tsushima, Japan gains time. When the Mongol fleet reaches Hakata Bay, it encounters prepared defenders. The samurai adapt. They abandon ritualized duels, build defenses, and carry out daring night raids against enemy ships. The fighting is brutal, and then nature intervenes. A powerful typhoon strikes the anchored fleet, destroying hundreds of ships. The Japanese call it kamikaze, the divine wind. The invasion collapses. Kublai Khan tries again in 1281 with an even larger force. Japan resists once more. Once more, storms come. The dream of conquering Japan dies at sea. Today, the Battle of Tsushima is often remembered as a footnote, a brief, doomed stand. But its true significance lies elsewhere. The sacrifice of Sukekuni and his 80 samurai becomes legend, a story of choosing honor over survival, a story of defiance in the face of certainty. Their defeat becomes Japan's warning and its inspiration. Losing the battle was their fate, but they won something far greater, a legacy that would endure for centuries,